What should I eat? When should I eat? How do I know if I'm eating too much or not enough? Today, I'm walking you through the same 5 steps I've used with my clients over the past 7 years. This is a clear and simple way to build your very first nutrition plan. One that fits your body, your eating habits, and your actual life. Let's get into it. Step 1. What to eat. Before we go any further, if you have any medical conditions, food allergy, or any special needs, please talk to your doctor first. This video won't replace medical advice. Okay, now, first of all, we need to understand what exactly we're working with. Food isn't just calories, it's information.
Wow.
It tells your body what to do. Build muscle, recover, store fat, burn fat. So instead of memorizing lists of good food or bad food, let's take 2 minutes to get clear on the 3 nutrients that actually matter and how they work for you, not against you. First, carbs, your main fuel. Think of your body like a car. If you slam the gas pedal, aka hit the gym, but never put in fuel, good luck with that. Too little carbs cause low blood sugar, low mood, low energy, slow recovery. So carbs are not your enemy. You just need to know which ones to eat and when to eat. There are 2 types of carbs. Fast carbs like white bread, white rice, cereals. They can give you quick energy, but they also burn out fast. Slow carbs, on the other hand, like brown rice, oats, sweet potatoes, they keep your energy steady over time. So before the workout or whenever your blood sugar is low, fast carbs can be helpful. For your main meals, focus more on slow carbs. They keep you full and filled longer. Second, protein, the material that builds and repairs muscle. If you're lifting weights but not eating enough protein, basically you're training really hard to stay the same. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders. It helps preserve muscle as you age, supports recovery, and even help with appetite control. Try to include some protein in every meal. Don't worry, I will show you how to figure out the right amount later in this video. 3. Fat, essential for hormones, brain health, and recovery. I know, fats often gets a bad reputation, but in fact, it is crucial, especially for women. Too little fat can mess with your mood, your energy, even your circle. That said, not all fats are created equal. Healthy fats included things like olive oil, avocado, nuts, seeds, or fatty fish. Less ideal fats, deep fried stuff, heavy sauces, and those sneaky extras like ranch, butter, or salad dressing. You don't have to cut the unhealthy fat completely, but make sure you're mindful of how they can add up very quickly. So those are all 3 of them, but I'm gonna mention one more thing today, which is fiber. Fiber is not just for digestion, it also helps you with blood sugar control and feeling full longer. According to research, combining high protein with high fiber is one of the most effective ways to reduce calorie intake without counting anything. And if all of this sounds a little bit overwhelming right now, here is your lifeline. Focus on protein first. Even if the rest of the meal isn't perfect, try to make sure you still got your protein in. Step 2, a beginner-friendly meal structure. Myself, I've been using apps to track my nutrition for a very long time. And as a coach, I do teach my clients when the time is right. But in the early stages, tracking calories usually backfires. Some people can end up very obsessed with all the numbers. If they eat a little bit over their calorie goals, they just freak out. Suddenly, eating becomes stressful, or even worse, they might start to hate food. So instead, I recommend starting with a simple visual framework. My plate. Here's how my plate works. First of all, it's not a small plate, it's a regular sized dinner plate, okay? A quarter of it should be protein, a quarter of it should be carbs, and half of it should be vegetables and fruits. I do recommend eat more vegetables compared to fruits because a lot of fruits, they contain a lot of sugar. So if you're a little bit worried about that, eat more veggies. You don't have to ask yourself, can I eat this? You can just ask yourself, is this meal balanced? Here are some examples. Step 3, when to eat. Let's start with one of the most talked about eating patterns out there, intermittent fasting. You've probably heard of it or even tried it already. There are a few popular versions. 16-8 method. You eat all your meals within an 8 hours window and fast for the other 16 hours. 5-2 diet. During the week, you eat normally for 5 days and only eat around 500 to 600 calories in the other 2 days. Alternate day fasting. One day you eat, the other day you barely do. Now here's the key thing. If you look closely, all of this focus on when you can eat, not what you can eat. But if you strip away the timing rules, they are all doing the same thing, reducing your total calorie intake. If you're doing 16-8 method, maybe you're skipping your late night snacks. That's fewer calories. If you're doing 5-2, you're eating way less 2 days in a week. That's also fewer calories. Research does show that intermittent fasting can help some people control their blood sugar and lose fat. But this is important. Some studies suggest that for women, especially those with hormonal sensitivity or stress-related issues, they need to be very careful with intermittent fasting because sometimes it backfires. As for me, I'm not a big fan because I grew up with eating 3 meals a day, and again, I'm a snack lover. So it just doesn't fit my lifestyle, and I've learned not to fit myself into a diet pattern that doesn't feel natural. If you're anything like me, chances that it won't work for you either. But if you've tried it before and it felt great, that's awesome. Stick with what works for you. The key is always the same. Find a routine that supports your body, your energy, your goals, and your lifestyle. Here is a more practical approach. Aside from your main meals, try building a habit of eating around your workouts. If you're training regularly, meal timing around your sessions matters. For example, the simple version, 1 to 2 hours before the workout, you want to eat a light meal with carbs and protein. 30 to 60 minutes after your workout, you want to eat a nice balanced meal with protein, carbs, veggies. According to the study, a post-workout protein dose of 0.25 gram per kilogram body weight is ideal. That's usually around 20 to 40 grams. Middle-aged lifters may want to aim for the higher end, which is 40 grams, since protein synthesis becomes less efficient as we age. For women who are over 40s, you want to eat more protein, let's say at least 30 grams per meal, because your body doesn't absorb protein like it used to be. And for carbs, we recommend 0.6 to 1 gram per kilo body weight post-workout. If you think this is too complicated, just stick with my plate, and that's good enough. Step 4, how much to eat. So now you know what to eat, when to eat, and how to build a balanced meal. But there's still one big question left. How do you know if you eat too much or not enough? You don't need a food scale or tracking app yet. In the beginning, your body gives you all the feedbacks you need. Here is a simple 3-part system I teach my clients. First, how long do you stay full? If you're hungry already within 1 or 2 hours after eating, you probably didn't eat enough protein or fiber or both. If you're overly full or crashing after a meal, you might eat too much carbs or fat. Your meals should keep you satisfied for 3 to 4 hours without making you feel sleepy or stuffed. Second, training performance and recovery. If you are hitting a wall halfway through the workout or feel like a zombie the next day, you're probably not eating enough. Some of my clients, they told me they eat enough that day, but you have to see nutrition as Lego. It's block by block adding up. If you're eating enough today, but only eating a little bit tomorrow, your body is still gonna feel tired. Third one, energy during the day, sleep at night. If you're crashing at 3 p.m. or wake up hungry in the middle of the night, you might not eating enough. So do you need to count calories? Yes, but not yet. I think it's a skill for later. You don't want to start this with day one. I don't want to focus on numbers. I want to focus more on how you feel. And once you've built a consistent foundation, then you can start to track your macro or calories intake, but that's for the future. Step 5, plan it ahead and write it down. Now it's time for the step most people skip, the part where you actually make a plan. Here is what I want you to do. Take 10 minutes and map out your go-to meals. You don't have to fill this out every single day, but if you track it for 2 weeks or even loosely, you're gonna find a pattern. What meals keep you full? What kind of snacks you reach to? With all the information you wrote down, later on, you will be able to track more confidently without guessing all the time. Bonus tips that helped me. Grocery shopping with a plan. Before you hit the store, you want to ask yourself, do I have enough protein options for next week? Do I have a mix of veggies and fruits that I actually like? Are my carbs mostly from whole foods, not snacks? You don't need perfection. 80-20. Aim for 80% of healthy balanced meal and save 20% of that for your treats and snacks. Your first meal plan isn't about restrictions. You want to make sure it's a healthy meal plan that you can follow, hopefully, for the rest of your life. If you think changing your diet overnight is a little bit overwhelmed, I made another video just for you. Check it out. I will see you in the next wrap.